Liverpool embarrassed at home against relegation fodder Burnley. A big win for Chelsea and Liam Rosenior. Up against it for large parts of the game, but great saves, great last-ditch defending, and two big chances taken. Keep Chelsea's Champions League qualification hopes well and truly alive. And it happened again. It happened again. Tottenham Hotspur. It happened again. It happened again. It happened again. Tottenham Hotspur. It's happened again. Listen, we're on the Champers today. We're on the Champers. United winning the derby. Arsenal with a chance to go 9 points clear. Chelsea with a big win. Liverpool slip up. And listen, what a day for Manchester United. What a day indeed. I know it's a different overlay. That's just because we had where I live, there's a massive power cut, so we didn't have time to set everything else back up. Plus, KJ is coming on and he's backstage ready to go, come in if we have to. But listen, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. What is that on the floor? It's a bag. I can see a little bit red in there. Like, share, and subscribe. Share this across your social media platforms. But oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I can see K-Mac crying. Ram is ready to come out as... No, I'm not. So we're just singing songs here. We're having fun. Samuel's backstage. You all right, Sam? You all right, mate? You all right, mate? Listen, I will just say now before we get into the games, this is why Man United's hierarchy, hate them as much as you want. It's why they're right to put pressure on United to get into the Champions League. Arsenal and City, I think, are a shoe-in. Villa, most likely. There's one or two places open. Nobody is overly consistent in terms of the race for that. Everybody's fighting out for it. You've got Liverpool in 4th place on 36, United in 5th on 35, Chelsea in 6th place on 34, Brentford, who lost today, in 7th on 33, Sunderland on 33, who won today. Newcastle, of course, play tomorrow. They can go to 35 points and go ahead of Manchester United into 5th if they win. Fulham, Fulham lost today 1-0 to Leeds. I didn't even see that result, to be fair, because I'm mare with the internet this afternoon and power in my house. But a brilliant day in terms of the Champions League running. By the way, everybody, I just want you to write in the chat, it happened again. It happened again. Oh, Kate and Jimbo, it happened again. I know you can hear me, Kate. I know you can hear me. My little lovely. Can you all tell Man United won today? Jesus. Right, listen, let's get into it because... How do I say it? Look, I'm bringing everybody on. I'm bringing the panel on really quickly today because we've got a big turnaround. And I know everybody wants to sit down to watch the Nottingham Forest versus Arsenal game at 5:30. I have to say, I want a few things on each team. I didn't watch the Spurs game, so Kate can come on and talk about it. I didn't watch Spurs. As I said, we had a power cut of the house. I only got the internet back. I've got Elon Musk's internet thing for the front of the house that the kids use. I had to use theirs to watch the games. But by the time I got that done, I'd missed like bits of it. And I could only get 2 games up. So I didn't watch the Spurs game. I watched Chelsea. I watched Liverpool. On Chelsea, I want to say this. They were probably the second best team for large parts of the game in terms of performance, chances created. They looked under the cosh. But what they had today, Chelsea, was a great fight. They had Tosin, they had Chalobah. Their defenders were making great last-ditch tackles. And Rob Sanchez today had an absolute blinder in goal, I personally felt. When they got their chances, they took them. They deserved their 2-0 victory, but it's a big 2-0 win. Off the back of the midweek performance against Arsenal, the backdrop of all the comments and everything else that's kind of come out about Liam Rosenior and the hierarchy, the protest today, a really, really big and important win for Chelsea. So congratulations to them. On Liverpool, I will say this. Of course, Liverpool were the better team. Well, they were the better team in the first half. They were most certainly the better team in the first half of this game, and they had all the momentum. If you break it down statistically, 2.95 according to FootMob XG, 32 shots, 11 on target. The problem today is 3 big chances created only from those 32 shots, but 3 big chances missed, including the penalty from Szoboszlai. They only conceded 1 shot on goal, no big chances conceded, but they drew the game. And that is, I'm going to count this out for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 draws in a row now for Liverpool Football Club. Their next game away at Bournemouth in the Premier League. That's a tough one. That's a hard one. And look, Liverpool fans are right to call for this. Arne Slot's head has to be on the chopping block, because not only is the title race over, you're being dragged into this top 4 race with teams that you've been so superior to in recent years. The second half, I will be honest with you, yes, there were shots. Okay, yes, there were shots. But if you actually go back and watch that second half, I don't know about Liverpool fans watching. I can only speak for me, and maybe I'm biased as a Man United fan. I didn't feel you were going to score. It didn't feel like you were going to score. There was a zip missing. You compare it to Man United versus City earlier, where there was an intensity in the game. It was missing. In fact, when Burnley did counter, and it wasn't very regular, you thought, if they get that final ball through, they might here. There is a vulnerability with Liverpool that Arne Slot hasn't been able at this point to fix and solve, and it's problematic. It's causing problems. It's problematic. It's causing major issues all year. More big points dropped, and I'm a little surprised he's still there. Alonso's available. No compensation needed for Alonso, that is. A conversation needs to happen there, because although I still think there are some players that are maybe not good enough that they've purchased, maybe some players have got to go, it's always a balance. It's always a balance here. But I thought Liverpool overall today, poor, to say the least. As X would say, ciao, ciao, blood. Next stop, job centre. It's happened again. Tottenham Hotspur. It's happened again. It has. It certainly has. As a neutral Arsenal fan, there has been some good football. There's been some great football today. There's been some great football. Big 3 points for Rafinha and Lego FC. Massive 3 points. C here says Sanchez back to his 7 month of good consistency, written off by 1 game by rivals. Man of the match, in my opinion. We have regressed in our overall play with this end-to-end potch ball. We were very lucky, is what C says here. On a performance level, I can understand why Chelsea fans will feel there's an element of luck. I do get it's a big win, but I do get that, because at the end of the day, you were hemorrhaging chances, and you don't want to be doing that as a football club. It's why again, I'm using the Manchester derby as an example. Kate was on the show when I said this. I was worried that the only way I thought we'd beat City is if we were clinical and their attackers had a bad day, or we nullified them. And it's what happened. We created the chances, we ended up taking some, and we stopped them having anything really and truly in the game, and that's what you want. You want to stop your opponents from having major chances. You've got a great chance of winning games, and Chelsea aren't doing that at the minute. But you win today, you move on to the next game, and I think that's important. 2-0 versus unbeaten in their last 5. Brentford. Palmer back with a goal. We're back. All is well. Aging men, damn it. Aging men. He's got to release a body cream called Aging Men. He's got to do it. Right, let's bring the panel out to have their say on the show. KJ, Ram, Sam, K-Mac, and Kate. What we'll do is we'll bring all that together. We're going to go, each of you get a chance to speak about your team today, sort of 4 or 5 minutes each, 3 minutes each. We're going to go through it. Viewers, any questions, send them in. You know what to do. But listen, you haven't hit the like button yet. Get the like button hit for us. Get yourself subscribing. Get it all done now. Who we got here? We'll bring them. Is there no Chelsea fans coming on today? No Chelsea fans. I don't know. They won. They're not coming on. But look. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Welcome back to the show. I had this Magnum left from Christmas, and I opened it today because I thought I don't often see my team play. Hang on. Oh, hey. hang on. We've got to try and put the losers on the bottom. I can't put 4 of you down. There we go. Sorry, I can't move.
Ram needs to be down there with Sam. Sam deserves more respect. There you go. Yeah.
Sam washes his hair. But listen, I'm going to go to Kate first, actually. I'm going to start with just get it out of the way, I suppose. I didn't watch the game. What happened, Kate? Oh,
Do you know what? I don't even know what to say anymore. I said at the start before the game, if we lose this game or even if we draw it, I'm going to be frank out because, we didn't turn up for the North London derby and to go and play West Ham, who are winless in 10 games until today. It was, the first half again was absolutely shit. It was.
Kate, I'm so sorry to interject. Sorry.
Hi, guys.
Sorry, back to you, Kate.
Yeah, the first half was absolutely shocking. Second half, obviously, we got the goal. We were all over him, couldn't put it in the net. And then right at the death, as I knew it would, Vicario was weak again. And, they got the winner. And it's an absolute disgrace. And Frank, literally, he's got to go. And I never thought I'd say that because, but this is totally unacceptable. I'd rather have Ange Postecoglou here because at least we had a little bit of enjoyment and at least we went for it. It looks like every game we play, he's scared to go forward or he's playing for a draw or I don't know. It's shocking. I don't even recognise my team anymore. It's absolute shit.
I can relate because today was the first time in a long time I've recognised my football club and I know the feeling when you're just not seeing what you think is traditional and right for your club. And I'll be honest with you, I've said it many, many times. I'll just keep repeating it. I really thought that he'd inspire your team the way he inspired Brentford, and he just hasn't. It's been an absolute fart at a funeral as an appointment, and he does need to go. There is no doubt about it. Because again, yes, you've got an average to good squad, similar to United, but you're better than this. You're better. Yeah, you are better than this. There's no doubt in my mind. You're better than this.
And the thing is that I'm not saying for 1 second he's a bad manager because he's not, but he's a bad fit for Spurs. It doesn't work. The way he plays and nothing works. And it's so embarrassing. It was just a really crap game. We never, ever looked like we're going to score. That's the only reason I said I'd rather have Ange because at least it was exciting. We was always going for it. We're just so frigging boring. And for me, I'll be amazed if he isn't sacked tonight because
I have a great suggestion for you though. He's free on the market right now.
Amorim, no experience.
Ruben Amorim, no, low key now. I'm being genuinely serious. Low key, Ruben Amorim with his Spurs squad might cook. You've got all the profiles he wants: wing backs, centre backs with speed. You've got hard working midfielders, no creativity. He don't want that in his midfield, and you just have bare forward run.
Do you know what? I think even Ruben Amorim, would do a better job at this moment in time. I don't know what the answer is. I see people saying, what's the point of Spurs? Close the club. That's how I feel. Trust me. Close the club and let me go and watch golf or something. I'm sick to death of Tottenham. They're just so bad.
No, Ruben Amorim likes suffering and you guys suffer. It makes...
Do you know what? Strangely as it sounds, I actually think he could make it work at your football club, to be honest with you. I do think that he could. Ram, oh, Ram, oh, Ram.
I don't want to hear you sing, bro.
We drew with Burnley. Talk to me, bruv. Are you still slotting?
Don't lie on my name. The worst thing that Terry does is singing, is lying.
Sorry.
I'm expecting later today, yellow and black, that Arne Slot has left the football club under mutual consent. I said this against Arsenal that I don't mind those kind of performances, but we can't be doing it against Burnley. And what do? Revert back to the same thing again and again and again. And to be fair, you know what? People say that we don't have a style of play. We do have a style of play. Give it to Florian Wirtz and hope to God he does something. That's our style of play. That is such basic levels of football. We have 11 players worth of tremendous talent, and we can't seem to be playing good football with each other. Like, what is going on? Like, how is it that a man who's been given a war chest has been given the best quality of players on the market and has made them look absolutely horse crap? Like, I could take it the drawing to Arsenal away at the Emirates, but drawing at Burnley when we didn't look at any means threatening unless Florian Wirtz was on the ball. Like, It's ridiculous. And I've been very lenient with the board and with the club, being like they did what they did in the summer. I couldn't fault them with anything they did, barring the Mark Gahey stuff. But the fact that this guy's still here, the manager's still there, and nothing's being done about it is at this point gross negligence. It's gross negligence. Like we drew against Fulham, we drew against Leeds, and now we've drawn against Burnley, who are the second worst team in the league at home. And we can't use the excuse that he's unbeaten in 11. We've got 4 points out of our last 12 possible 12 points.
Oof.
That's ridiculous. That's relegation form.
Oof.
That's relegation form, and the majority of them are at home. We can't be doing this again and again. And you know what? They have no excuses. Your first choice manager, and every Tom, Dick, and Harry knows that you wanted Xabi Alonso before Arne Slot. He's available. The guy's available. So what are we waiting for? Why are we twiddling our thumbs? Just get it done. Get the deal done. I want to see Arne Slot has left the Liverpool Football Club, and Liverpool are looking to appoint Xabi Alonso.
I hear you. Do you know what, KJ, isn't it really nice to not have any turmoil at your club? It's amazing, isn't it? Just today. Hussam, bro, because I know you got to get onto the Arsenal watch long, and I'm going to come to the other guys soon as well. But Hussam, I mean, today again, the better team in terms of the ball. You had all the shots, you had all the opportunities, but it was still limp, if I may say so. It didn't look like you were going to win the game, no matter what you did.
Oh, I disagree completely with everything Ram said and everything you just said as well. I think we deserve to win today's game. I don't blame Slot at all for today's game. I think we played attacking football. I think we played good football on the pitch. I blame the players for today's game. I can be Slot out, and I still am, and I still want him gone at the first opportunity. So I still want the manager gone. But at the end of the day, today, I don't think he did anything wrong. He even took off Gakpo, took off Gravenberg, took off 2 of his children. For me, we played really well. We had 3 XG. We had 11 shots on target. We had 27 shots. We absolutely dominated them. The players just didn't take their chances. And, the players have to be held accountable for me. So the players just weren't clinical enough. We missed so many chances in front of the net. I felt like we were going to score at any moment in time. And I'm not just going to be blinded by the fact that I'm Slot out and not actually say what I legitimately believe, whether it's wrong or right. I'm here to say my honest opinions. I can be Slot out and still acknowledge when he's had a good game. And for me today, I can't blame him for the substitutions. I can't blame him for the style. I can't blame him for anything. Despite me being Slot out, I can acknowledge that I think today was a very good performance. We 100% deserved to win today's game, but we just didn't take our chances, and we ended up getting punished for it by a very low XG shot by Burnley. And it's just a shot that you wouldn't expect Burnley to score like 9 times out of 10, but he ended up scoring it from a very difficult angle as well. We conceded a goal against the run of play. So despite me being the manager out, and I stick by that, and I would sack him right now if given the opportunity, I can also acknowledge that today, in my opinion, we played really well and we just didn't take our chances. And I stick by that. And at the end of the day, when you create 3 XG at home, you have 11 shots on target, 27 shots overall, 9 corners, and the penalty. I'm sorry, I can't just blame the manager blindly just because I'm Slot out. I'm going to have to hold that opinion now against him forever.
But I think that's fair. Look, I spoke about it on a lot of your games this season that there are players that still need to be focused on. I just felt, and maybe it was just the players today, but like K-Mac, I saw you nodding when I said it earlier. It didn't feel like you could have played for another 30 minutes. I didn't feel like you were going to score today.
No, it didn't feel like we were going to get. It didn't feel like we were going to get goals. Look, at the end of the day, I'm not blaming Slot entirely for today either. Like, I think he let the shackles off at home, which I think is a good thing. I've got a lot of credit for him for the Arsenal game. Like, we played a very good game against Arsenal. We played well today, but we're too selfish. Like, players want to have the limelight. They want to take the shots. Like, we need to start just looking for each other and going, look, you're in a better position than me. There's a guy stood in front of me. There's 2 guys stood in front of him. Like, pass it the other way. There were so many chances where we snatched at stuff, which just proves that we are really trying too hard, and we need to just take a breath and pass the ball to the left, pass the ball to the right, not give the ball to Cody because he just misses or he just keeps on being selfish. And that happened a lot today when he had clear chances to just play the ball across. And look, Frimpong, Kirkes, fantastic today. Kept on making those runs, kept on doing those cutbacks. We just don't have anyone in the box. Like Ekitike, are you a 9 or are you a attacking midfielder? Like, make your mind up. Like, be a threat in the box. The ball came over so many times. The ball came across the box so many times. Nobody there. No one there. No one making the run. No one putting the extra effort in. And then the biggest problem, again, with Liverpool, down the right-hand side, looking shaky. Right back's too far forward. Defensive midfielder, we don't really have any. No one's tracking the runner. And they scored. Like, that's our Achilles heel. Like, we've dropped 54% of points this season under Slot. Like, that is a sackable offence. And I'm Slot out. Alonso's ready. Go get him. Like, best record ever for a Real Madrid manager in the first 30 games. Like, I don't blame him for the way Real Madrid have been. I blame Real Madrid for that because they haven't treated him well. Come to Liverpool. Come to Liverpool. We'll treat you well. You're a legend for us. Like, Slot needs to go. Alonso in. That was the plan in the first place. Edwards needs to take control now and really make a move on this. Otherwise, Alonso's going to get picked off by another club. Like, and we'll be sat here going, what if? So just make that happen. Alonso's got 2 brilliant players at Liverpool that he's had for the last 4 years. By Leverkusen, Frimpong and Vert. Vert scored a worldie. Liverpool score worldies. That's all we do right now. But I'm not blaming Slot for today. That's the one I'm out.
Do you reckon we could see the highest, the record high of the amount of managers sacked in 1 month in the Premier League?
It would be unbelievable, wouldn't it, mate?
Spurs, one in the manager gone, Liverpool, West Ham. Crystal Palace might be feeling that way. They haven't won in 10 games. You know what I mean? Like,
crazy. The thing is, for Slot to be gone now, and I'll say this before I go for the Arsenal game, as Terry said, like, the thing is for Slot to go now, and I'm sure Kemak and Sam agree as well, it needs to be like very bad for Slot to go now. That's just the truth. Like, it needs to be like 4-0 loss to Marseille and then 4-0 loss to Bournemouth or something, and then he might get sacked. But as things stand, like 1-1 draw, 2-1, blah, 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 all this doesn't get them sacked.
I actually don't think so. I actually think for Slot to get sacked, it has to be a point where the owners and Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes sees that, hold on, top 4's in threat or top 5's in threat. That's when he gets sacked. Because
I think it is, though. If Newcastle wins today,
I'm saying it is.
They're 1 point behind us, and every single team, like in the next like five teams up there, it's all a point or 2. Like, it's really that close. And it shouldn't.
The thing is for me as well with this whole, like, look, if Liverpool Football Club don't want to sack Arne Slot right now because we're looking at getting Nagelsmann or Enrique in the summer, I understand. But if you're going to tell me you don't want to get sacked Slot, but you're going to get Xabi Alonso, then you're just wasting everyone's time. You get me? Like, contact Enrique, contact Nagelsmann, ask them, are they interested in the job? Do they want to come manage Liverpool? Blah, blah, blah. Get a feel for it. Ask Enrique, if Madrid coming for you or 100% joining us, blah, blah, blah. Like, we need to understand where everyone's at. But my only thing is, like, with this Alonso thing, he's available right now. Don't waste our time. Give him 3 months with his current team. See who he likes, who he doesn't like. See what works for him, what doesn't work for him, and take it from there.
Yeah, I hear that. I'm going to come to Sam in a minute, finish up on Liverpool. But Winter Surfer, you won 2-0.
Yes.
Yes, fuck off, Andrew.
Yeah.
2-0. We're 2-0 twins. We're 2-0 twins.
By the way, Terry, you didn't give me respect on the match reaction. I told you yesterday you're going to get something. Remember, on Straight Facts, I said you're going to get something.
I'll be honest with you. I was in such euphoria and tears, and then my whole entire neighborhood had a power cut for an hour. So my head's on Mars today. I don't even know where I am. People think I'm delirious. I've had too much to drink. I've only had a glass and a half. I've just been, my head's everywhere. But yeah, sorry, you did say. But to be fair, Sam, I'm going to come back to you. Sorry, Andrew.
Is Kobbie Mainoo your good luck charm against Man City?
Yeah, but no one thought we were going to be that good.
Yeah, of course.
No one thought that. Like, it's crazy. But sorry, Andrew, you won 2-0 today. Speak to us, brother.
Well, I just want to say, just for my Blues Brother Quest, a great Garnacho League performance today. I just want to point it out after the last stream. A great clearance in the first half to stop us going 2-0 up. So a great clearance from Garnacho. So just point it out. I'm just being petty because I am.
But you had the claps. You had the claps in training.
Otherwise, no. It was a man. You know what it was, Terry? It was a managing performance today. It was like we just kept them at arm's length. They had half chances, but we done our bit. We got a clean sheet. I don't know how we got a clean sheet. Great save by Sanchez. Palmer got a pen, but he didn't play well again. But you have to say that quiet in our community because you're not allowed to criticise Palmer that much. So, but otherwise, yeah, good performance overall. We needed that, and yeah, we roll on, and we get a weekend off from complaining. So I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, I hear you on that. It's one of those ones, isn't it? I think.
I can't hear.
Oh yeah, no, I was about to say, like, I think for Chelsea, the difference being because it's happened at his end with Chelsea today, it was almost because the performance wasn't great. It's thanks for the win, but we want to see more. Yeah. And it wasn't a game like United's game was different. First day of the new manager and everything else. So he's back with us now. Oh, sorry, he's back. I was just saying that. I get it because it wasn't like you weren't playing Arsenal or Liverpool or a big rival. Plus, the performance wasn't great. You want to see a lot more. So I do get why you guys aren't maybe as excited as United fans today. But very important that you picked up the win because you don't want to start getting. I think when you're not playing well, the worst thing that can happen is you get into a run of bad results as well. Like if you get the results whilst you're looking to play better, it's always. More favourable.
That's only our third win against Brentford since they've come up.
That is true. Your record against them is horrendous.
One win before this. It's 1 win at home and 1 win away. So it was pretty. I mean, we kept Thiago quiet as well. That was good. He's on red hot form. So we kept him quiet, and I think Rafinha's subs really helped as well because we were getting overrun in the first 10 minutes of the second half in midfield. He brings Santos on, shores it up with Caicedo, pushes ends up a bit. And I want João Pedro just slap the ball. João Pedro. Have you seen our first goal? João Pedro just slapped the ball.
By the way, I also think you should have had a penalty against João Pedro earlier in the game.
They said it wasn't. Someone told me it wasn't like an obvious foul. VAR said it wasn't an obvious foul.
He trod on his Achilles, didn't touch the ball. Could not believe, but we've seen some weird stuff today. Like I said it earlier on the United. I can't believe the low. I can believe the lows wasn't a red based on the glancing thing, but they've got to look at that rule because you can't allow that in the game. But equally, Man United disallowed goal. Have you guys seen the graphics of?
Yes.
The animated graphic is a frame or two later compared to when we actually kicked the ball. They got it wrong. That's going to come out. They've absolutely messed up. They've done it 2 frames later. Not that it changed the result, but a 3-0 drubbing sounds better than 2-0. Samuel, while you blow your nose, what side are you on today? Ram kind of went in on Slot. Sam put it more on the players. What went wrong today, in your opinion, for you guys?
Sorry, I'm not really feeling too well, but
I get it, bro. I wouldn't feel too well after 4 draws in a row, bro.
Trust me. Oh, this autofocus is on. Man.
Look at that. It's not looking good, Bev.
I sit on the fence with this one mainly because the players. You're unwell. Say again?
Why you're unwell? Sitting on the fence too much.
I can be objective and say like our shooting boots weren't on today because we created a lot of chances, but we just didn't finish them. But also when it comes to Slot, for me personally, I just hate the way Slot plays with his team. Like it's just too slow. It's too slow. Sometimes, a lot of the time, we're not urgent enough. We're not making direct balls going into the side. Like, I know K-Mac complained about Ekitike, but there was a lot of times Ekitike was trying to make the run in behind. And there's a lot of teammates that don't see him. I think that is just, it's an instruction to be patient. And we can't be patient against these teams. We need to kill these teams off early. Now, first half, we were all right. I want to say great because Slot has lowered our standards so low that now when we play all right, it looks really good in our eyes, but it's actually we're not really doing much. We're not really doing much at all. And I agree with Terry. If I said it from like the 75th minute that listen, we ain't gonna score today. We're just not gonna score. The only bright spot today was Wirtz and Kirkers for me, because Kirkers, he's been under a lot of scrutiny, a lot of complaints about him. But recently in games, he's actually stepped up to the plate, and Wirtz is coming to his own. I just expect to see more of him. Just take the game by the scruff of the neck. But at this point now, it's kind of like pass the ball to Wirtz, hope that he does something, or pass the ball to Gakpo and hope that he does something. And that is my biggest problem. Why am I passing the ball to Gakpo and hoping he does something? He's a squad player at best. Stop. Just stop.
Yeah, and he's not a Dorgu. He's not a Dorgu.
Oh, for goodness sake. But when Isak comes back, for me, my dream team is have Isak up top and Ekitike on the left. Because when he was on the left, you can see what he can do on the left. He can actually take on his man. He can actually get past. He can actually run in behind. Play Ekitike on the left. But yeah, this for me is like, I thought generally Liverpool are going to wait until the end of the season, and then we're going to have an appraisal with Slot and say, yep, it's time for you to go because you've done too much. But at this point now, top 4, or I don't know if it's top 4 or top 5. Is it top 4 or top 5 this season?
We're on course to be top 5 right now.
Yeah, okay. It's one of them ones where it's kind of like we've got to all the English teams win a few more games. If we get English teams in most of the quarterfinal slots, guaranteed top 5. Yeah, basically.
Do you know what's so mad? I think most English teams will get into the quarterfinals because the landscape of the European leagues is just, for me, it's just trash right now. It's trash. But yeah, no. As I said, when money is involved and money is getting threatened for obviously Champions League money, that's when I believe they will pull the plug. And right now, it's a dire situation. They should have done it 3 months ago when we had that run.
After PSV. After PSV.
Yeah, yes, exactly. That's the PSV game. Done. That should have been it. Now, I said sack him when you lost to Brentford after we won against Frankfurt because I did not understand why he changed the system. But it should have been after PSV. Club statement, we're letting it go, or it's a mutual agreement that letting it go. However, it's kind of like, just last point, we're on this unbeaten run. Now, when you look at it, it's like, oh, Liverpool are doing well. No, we're not. We're playing dreadful, and this unbeaten run is for Fugazi. This is probably one of the worst football performances on a run of games that I've seen for Liverpool in years. And this is where I blame Slot. But anyways.
No, listen, I hear. Sorry, go on, K-Mac. Go on,
2 draws to Leeds.
Having a drink.
2 draws to Leeds, 1 draw to Sunderland, 1 draw to Fulham, and a draw to Burnley. Like, seriously. Oh, yeah.
Well, I know. Listen, I completely understand.
On that unbeaten run.
Because Man United had it as well during the last months of Amorim. After we went on a 3-game run, we won 3 games, 3 or 4 games, but only lost once or twice.
Yeah, they lost once in 11. Everyone's like, we've got to look at that. And no, don't gaslight fans. KJ's right. Don't gaslight fans. We can see what a good performance looks like because there were games we lost under Amorim where I praised the performance more than games where we won. It wasn't about being deliberately obtuse and slagging him off no matter what. And I'll be honest with you guys, even in most of your wins, I think away at Inter, there's a couple of others within this 11-12 game run where I went, yeah, you were good today. Outside of that, you really could have lost the football match. You could have lost it, or you just really lacked any kind of inspiration. And
I think most of our Champions League games, we've been good, but Champions League teams, they give us more space. Yeah. When it comes to the Premier League games, goodness gracious me. But I just saw one comment saying, I bet you, what's it called? I bet you wanted Klopp sacked as well. Terry, KJ, and even K-Mac can even testify to this. I was Klopp to the end. Even when Klopp made his mistakes, I was still backing Klopp. When
you were.
Him out,
yeah, you was more on the sporting directors.
Exactly. Thank you.
What I will say though is you're absolutely spot on by we have lowered the bar because I've got people in my WhatsApp groups literally saying, "Oh, we had 32 shots. That's much better." I'm like, did you see the 32 shots?
Do you know how many went over the bar?
25 of them were by Cody.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I've got a few super chats. Garrett here says that I don't want to jump the shark into fantasy land. I've never heard that expression before. But
they do it for TV shows when they go too far, they do something desperate, like get ratings or something.
Right. Okay.
There's literally the Happy Day show. The Fonz actually jumping over a shark.
There we go. He said, but you can imagine a league where City and Chelsea are dead, Liverpool, Xabi, United with Carrick, Arsenal with Arteta. But there is something, again, no disrespect to Chelsea. I don't even mean this as a dig. They could have Lampard come back or Terry could be their manager. There is something, and look, we won one game today, and I am not getting carried away. But there is something about a player you loved managing you. Because I know that there was a time where Liverpool fans were very excited about the prospect of maybe Gerrard being a good enough manager. There's something that feels different. That's why you guys love Dalglish so much. It wasn't just what he did as a player, it's both. And everybody wants that. Of course they do. Everybody wants a legendary player or a player they loved to be a great manager for them. Why would you not?
That's why Zidane is amazing. The story is great. We went there, won leagues, won Champions Leagues. Like, you won't see anything like it.
But for me, there was like loads of people talking about Steven Gerrard as interim, and I'm sat there going, God, imagine if Steven Gerrard won the Champions League this season.
Well, but this is the thing. The interim thing is, there's been so many people this week going on about it, but interim managers aren't meant to be the best in the world. Otherwise, they wouldn't be interim managers, would they? And I think someone like Gerrard, inheriting a squad like this for the last 3 months of the season, you could win something. You could win something because I don't think it would go as badly as people feel it would. Where's Tom Little and Kate both gave United no chance. Kate obviously was here. She was in a group chat. She was one of the people at half time who was like, City been bad, haven't they? I was like, we were good. Terry, don't respect Spurs enough to put them on the score. KJ did that, not me. It was KJ. I'm blaming KJ. I'm delegating the blame.
Oh yeah, 100%. No, I didn't. No, I don't have enough space for that. I'm sorry, Spurs.
There we go. Look, I'm going to go watch the Arsenal game. I want to thank you all for tuning in. We're going to be live after that, so make sure you're back with us. Take care. Goodbye. God bless. And we'll see you all again soon.